Afternoon, me again. Right, I have got vape mail and I can't wait to show you. And what I ordered and what arrived today, Coil Master V2 building kit. I've had a little play down the shed and I've just had to come straight indoors and do this review because it's the most revolutionary bit of kit I've ever tried. If you're fed up with rusty screwdriver, trying to do builds around rusty screwdrivers with nail clippers or wire cutters that don't cut properly and having all sorts of dramas, really, come down on the desk and have a look at this. You will be impressed. There it is, Coil Master build kit V2. Nice hard wearing case, bit of a rubbery feel to it. Coil Master embossed across the top, and also on the little zip tabs it says little Coil Master there. So we'll open her up and have a look, and there we go. What more could you need? I was fed up going down the shed using horrible looking screwdrivers. I've got a set of nail clippers for cutting me wire that were useless. I've got a set of wire cutters that were even more useless. Kept running off with the missus tweezers, which she was getting the hump about. So this was the logical step. So I had a look around and there's quite a few different build kits out there. The reason I went for this is because it's all in one kit. You know, you can buy a kit, but then you've got to buy an ohm meter and you've got to buy this and you've got to buy this. This is the complete package. You get some little packet of organic cotton, which is nice. You get a little scratch card to check that it's an original item, which we like. And there you go. There it is in all its glory. You know, you're not going to want anything else. You've got a nice set of Coil Master side cutters, so you can get in nice and close. We have, now you have to excuse me because half of this stuff I haven't taken out, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle for the first one because it's all going to be tight. A set of long nose pliers, which we like because they're the spring loaded ones, you know, so you haven't got to struggle to open them. They close up really nice and tight. They've also got the little wire cutter facility in there as well. Come on, get in. There we go. That's what I mean. Nice and secure. It ain't going nowhere, none of this stuff. A couple of little screwdrivers. Flathead, Phillips, or posi drive, whatever you want to call it these days. With the twisty caps on the end. Yeah, little Coil Master logo on them. Saves you having to rummage around for all stuff because it's all in here. A nice set of ceramic tweezers. Yeah, so you can mess around with your coils while you're firing. You can make them look nice and pretty, get all the gaps cleared up without blowing your mod or your build. A little set of angled tweezers. I've never really used the angled ones, but this is going to make getting your cotton into your juice well a lot easier. It's also going to make getting your cotton through your coils a lot easier because they go down to a very fine point. Outstanding, we like them. We have some cancel. We have 10 meters of A1 24 gauge, which is nice. I won't touch it because you know I've just had an absolute unravelling nightmare with this. I just had a massive bird's nest, so I'm gonna leave this one alone. So we'll pop that back in there. A set of Coil Master scissors. which you pull the handles out until they click. Look at that. We like them a lot, and you can feel just by that they're nice, the blades are nice and close, you know, you can feel there's no daylight between there, they are cutting up nice. So they should be all good for your cotton, and then you just fold them back up again. Oh, let's put that back in properly. A little ohm meter, you can see, still in the cellophane. I haven't put a battery in it. The build kit I was looking at was some of these tools, but this was extra. This was an extra 20 quid, you know. I bought this direct from Coil Master in the States. It ships from China, okay. It took longer to get from the postage depot 15 miles away to my house than it did to get from China to England. And the whole kit, 32 quid in English. It's a bit more in dollars, but once you put the conversion rate in, it actually, you know, 32 notes. Cheap as chips. So, we like that. You're wondering not there's a little space here. There is some foam already sort of pre-cut, so you can get your batteries in there. A couple of 18650s in there. I'm not going to pull that out yet. This is the bit I like. This is the Coil Master V3 included in the V2 kit. So you've got a little silicone case, you've got a little hex screwdriver, because on these you have a little screw there, and the hex screwdriver is for undoing those. I haven't quite worked out why you'd want to undo it, because I've only used it once, and that was down the shed about 5 minutes ago. But what I did find is that wasn't up to the job. Okay, as soon as I put that in that little screw, it just jumps about all over the place and doesn't achieve very much else. So I have had to get another little Allen key out. But I mean, if that's the only thing that's wrong with the kit, I'm more than happy. You've got, what we've got here, we've got 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you can build everything from sort of, you know, micro coils. Where's that one? Oh, they're a bit of a bugger to get out when they're fresh because they get stuck in the silicone. Don't deny me now. Oh, blimey. I wish I'd never put this one back in. Here we come. Sort of. Oh, blimey. Right up to your fat boy size. Okay. Then you also have the corresponding winder. Okay. So what I'm going to do while I'm here, as soon as I've got that one out and I'm putting it back in, is I'm going to do a quick coil. Because it is so simple, it's stupid. So let me come in a little bit closer. So first things first, just take the top off and slide in your preferred weapon of choice. Zip that back up. Because to be honest, I didn't have a clue what it was. You know, I actually had to go on the internet and find out what that was, because I've never used one. So I'm just sort of rusty screwdriver type chap. So without trying to bird's nest this lot again, we'll take a length of this off and we'll give it a little nip. Right, so first thing you want to do is get your candle and feed it through these little holes here. There we go, pop that through and just hold it with your thumb. That's it, that's the start of things to come. So on this little item you'll have 35 one end, 40 the other end. So we're using the 40. So you just literally slide that over there. Now, first things first, don't push too hard in, because all you then do is end up with a big bird's nest of coil in there. So just a little bit of pressure and then start to twist. And keep twisting, and eventually it will start to climb along the post. Now I'm just going to keep winding here because I can show you. I don't want anything too small because you won't be able to see it on the camera. So this is just going to be the most monster build in history. God knows how many turns that was, but we'll stop there and we'll pop that off. We'll stick that back in there. Now the easiest way I've found of doing it is once you've finished doing your winds, undo that, pop that down there, and then just slide the post out. And then you can pull your coil off and straighten that tail up a bit, and I will pop that back on there. Right, after a bit of messing about with the camera, I finally managed to get it to focus, and there you go. That's what you end up with. One dead neat little build. You know, it keeps its shape, you can pull it apart, it will spring back. You shouldn't need to adjust that too much when it's actually in the deck. But that, I mean, you could knock hundreds of these out. No worries, no troubles, just by using this kit. As I say, everything you need is in the kit. And that is it, you know. It all just slides back in nicely. That pops in there. Put that end back on there. Put my little cutters away. All nice and neat, all where it should be. You haven't lost anything. I am just, oh, hang on, look, I've left one out. Scruff. I am just super impressed with this because it is the full kit. It's everything you need for building, cutting, wicking, you know, everything you need is in there. As I say, by the time I bought it from the States, it's taken, I suppose it's taken a week to get here. But that is just everything you need. You're not going to have sort of a case with your tools in it, then you're not going to have an ohm meter floating around, then you're not going to have to buy the V3 separate. I mean, that thing on its own is near enough. That and that is the cost of this complete set. I'm well impressed. I'm very happy. I'm running out of camphor because I'm just winding coils for fun. I think it's brilliant. Well for purchase, as I always like to say. Yeah, good quality. Packs away nicely. My mate Sean's going to be spitting feathers because he doesn't know I bought this yet and he's going to want one. But absolutely outstanding bit of kit. Thanks for watching and I will see you on the next video.